Hello everyone, we're just gonna start my channel off with a game of AGO with a Elven submod, though I'll be playing a dwarf faction, the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. So let's find him.
Aye, my king.
There he is.
Move out.
AGO is a pretty fun game. Pretty easy to get into. It's not that bad of a game, I'd say. Could definitely use some work, but not that much, to be honest. Really dig the music, too. Hopefully, we actually do pretty good. I'm usually not too good playing as the dwarves, mostly because they're pretty fucking slow when they're moving. But if you like a faction that's got pretty strong infantry, dwarves are definitely a way to go, especially if you're someone who prefers to be just up and close, like you do when playing a game. I like to be the one that's up front, just bashing the bashing bashing heads together. Because honestly, that's pretty much what the dwarves are in this game. They're tough. They're pretty much going to eat away at any infantry unit that gets thrown against us. The only ones that could probably give us trouble are definitely other factions, such as the High Elves, the Dunedain, and, well, of course, Gondor and Mordor, because both are pretty heavily infantry focused and do have a lot of armor piercing. Which, well, when you're playing a dwarf faction, you pretty much rely on armor, so you're. And seeing how dwarfs aren't very quick, they they're pretty much a sitting duck when it comes to armor-piercing ranged units. That's why if you're really wanting to play a dwarf faction, you want to try and make sure you mostly focus on your like dwarf settlements, and always make sure you're using your units to the full effectiveness of what you pay for them, because if you're not and you're just throwing them in to die, it's kind of a waste of a unit, because a lot of people will tell you that every unit counts, which is quite true. The many-path script, it's actually quite easy. We could go the long way around and help the Enduin Vale, but we pretty much just get found out by the goblins, and then they have more time to prepare, or we can go through Mirkwood, even though we all know from the Hobbit movies they do not like each other. But we could go through Mirkwood, shorter route. You know what? just for the sake of this hopefully coming out pretty decent, I'm gonna go the long way around. Gives us a bit more of a chance to actually eke out enemy units. And hopefully gets me back in a good rhythm with the dwarf factions. Because, as I've said, I do not play dwarf factions often. And when I do, it's usually ending in disaster. Because I'm not very good at playing dwarf. So let's just get on our way
Forward.
here. Gonna take our time walking.
We march no further today.
As you can see, I got pretty decent units. Almost all of it's light infantry. The only armor piercing, I believe, are the Dragon Slayers and the Airborne or Dwarven Laborers, along with my sellswords, Privateer, Axeman, and Cav. Other than that, I believe that's all I have for armor piercing. We got quite a bit of gold. We're probably going to start losing some right away. So I'm just going to grab these two mercenary units just to bulk up our number. And we're just going to go to the next turn. This game has pretty good ambience. The music's pretty alright. I like a lot of their songs they have for the Shire, which actually is a pretty decent faction. Though, if you're looking to be a hard hitter, they're not the faction for you. Even though Bree gets kind of dumped on quite a bit, because of their units, they're not that bad. They could be better, but let's face it, you can't really do much with hobbits, so best to deal with what we got and just use them to the full effectiveness. I mean, hobbits are armor piercing, I believe. The sheriffs, I think. But yeah, in this playthrough, I'm pretty much gonna try and stick to only playing this campaign for recordings. Like, I might do things here and there to try and get things better situated if the game kind of goes buggy on us. Oh. Huh. First time I've gotten Bride presented. And, ooh. Hey, Gimli said in Lord of the Rings. We thought there were no dwarf women, but he said they looked so much like other dwarfs. They... Ooh. Yeah. I still think that looks like a dude. Oh well. Let's get to it.
Move out.
If you're wondering what that little bell tone thing is, that is my phone. Just some notifications from Discord. Anywho, looks like we're starting to lose some money. This is gonna be a bit of a pain, but hopefully we can get through. Woodland Realm is definitely a faction if you love a challenge. I'd definitely go either Woodland Realm or Dale. Both are pretty hard to play as early on, but late game, they definitely pay off. I guess you could say that for pretty much any faction. Though, though, I wouldn't recommend playing goblins. Oh, God. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I got a little bit of a dry throat there. Anyhow, as I was saying, definitely give Dale or the Woodland Realm a go if you like a hard challenge after right off the bat.
Aye. Forward.
Though, if you've, I'm only saying that because of the economy
Onward.
wise for the elves, because
Move
it's
out.
not the greatest, to be honest.
Aye. Forward.
And I mean, any faction early on is not the best. But if you like an economic powerhouse, I would definitely go with economic powerhouse is totally Bree, the Bree land. Only because of the hobbits. So, if you want an economic powerhouse but weak, generally weak roster, I'd definitely go Bree. Ooh, ooh. A little gassy here today, folks. Oy. Snaga Raiders. Well, now, if you want to, you could skip this, but you do lose out on some pretty decent units. So, I'd definitely recommend helping these guys out. They're pretty good units. So, let's just pop in here. So, we're gonna help them. Because we're the good guys.
The time's come, lads. To arms!
We're gonna
lads. Our blood is up, and would be at battle soon. Let's do it!
We're just gonna try and get this fight done, and hopefully this will be the first step on our journey. I love the little uniforms and whatnot for some of the units. Just any moment, folks. Just give me a moment. Just have to send a message to someone. Well, let's see how. Okay, one part of this game, this I don't like is it's in a forest. It's hard to see, and now my cav's not as effective, even though it's actually the second worst cav I think you can get in the game. I'm not too sure. Or I think Dunlin has some of the worst cav. I think. I can't be too sure. Sadly, I don't. The dwarf factions don't get any dedicated cav, so you kind of have to pick and choose mercenary. But they're not. They're still not that bad of a faction. And as you can see, we're. As you can see, the battlefield's pretty clumped together, so I'm going to try and get us out of this bad situation. And by doing the only thing I really know how to do, and that's just bulldoze through sometimes. So, I'm just gonna start. Okay. We're pretty much up against pretty bad. They're pretty weak units, especially compared to the dwarves. So I'm actually going to use my two Dale Cav. And I'm going to try and hide them over here.
We've got to move.
Sometimes the AI, even though they're the aggressor, they won't. One moment, folks. I'll be right back. I have to open the door. Always bad when real things. Sorry about that, folks. I actually had to just let my sibling in. Someone locked the door. Ronner? Oh well.
Archers! Men of Dale! Archers! Engage them! Engage them! Archers! Engage them! Archers! Fire at will! Fire at will! Fire at will! Dwarves!
Lag spike. I don't really care too much for the Dale Cav. They're not very good when it comes to melee.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
I'm just gonna try and move my Cav out of the way again. We're gonna charge. I'm just gonna keep charging my Cav in and out. Because if this only costs me 2 things a Cav, it's actually quite worth it.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Shit. Whoops. I probably should have been paying more attention. Again.
Only half the enemy force remains. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. Your weapons! Close in! Dwarves! There's enough for everybody. Arch! How about some fighting? Close in! Close in! Close in! Keep up now! Close in! Cavalry! Attack! Shift it!
Oh, I'd hate to be this mountain guard right now. Oh, nasty charge. Here we come with some more Dale. Pretty gnarly fight. Pretty. Oh wow. They are winning, but it's Dale Cav. For those of you who don't know, Dale Cav is pretty much the junk of the dwarf mercenary Cav units. Most factions actually get pretty decent ones. Oh wow, we got a John. I don't know why I didn't check to see where the hell all these guys went off to.
Keep up now! Keep up now! Good tidings! The enemy general lies dead. We have set the enemy army flees the field.
We won.
After them! Cut the cowards down!
No need to really chase after them. We're just gonna end here.
Victory.
We did pretty alright. Our privateer Cav getting 10 kill was not too bad. Yo, Dwarven Travelers 317. Not bad. Not bad. pretty cool. Ooh, pretty cool background for early game. Oh
Glory to
god,
the king!
the dramatic sound. I don't know why, that also reminds me of quite a few other games that did that. Oh, crack my fingers actually was nice, but also, ow. Oh, that actually hurt. Alright, let's
Aye.
get this show on the road. Where is that next marker? Ah, it's right here.
Onward.
So, these are these are pretty much the better units than the Dale Cav. And right now I'm not gonna need too much Cav. The Privateer Cav should be all that I really need. So we're just gonna get rid of those and get 2 infantry units. Later on, I think when we get to Khazad-dûm, that's when we'll get rid of the Privateer Cav. Boy.
Move out.
Till then, it's just turns. Nice cold beverage on a warm day is pretty good. So, any Lord of the Ring fans out there? Or leave a comment down below and maybe say who your favorite character is, or what you think could have been better in the movie, movies that you've seen. Same with The Hobbit, because I'm kind of curious. Who's everyone's top favorite main story character? Like, you, I wonder how many more or less Aragon fans there are than Legolas. Because they're two pretty good characters in the films, and you actually do get them as a general in an AGO, which we're playing. We're playing as the Khazad-dûm dwarves. They were the ones originally in Moria, and this is Balin. He's actually Gimli's cousin, which we do hear him saying in the film. You can also get Gimli as a general, only if he plays the other dwarf faction, Erebor. So, they're not too bad. I think they're generally the same bodyguard.
Aye, forward.
Like,
That'll do
I
him
think
today, sire.
they're both the Balin's guard unit, which, as you can see here, is actually pretty decent for a general. I'm not an expert at this game.
March
I'm
no further
still
today.
fairly new.
Aye, my king.
So, you'll probably hear me just rambling on or trying to make good commentary. First video, so not really expecting much. Oh. I think I will try to edit videos in the future. So for right now, I think just having it uncut and edited is kind of gonna be more my style of videos. So anything can happen in this video or recording. So get ready for just random subjects, me talking to random people, or even random visits from my dog. Other than that, I'm gonna do my best to try and improve how I record videos more and more each time.
Onward.
It won't come to me immediately. It'll come to me in time. Just bear with me. Though the weather over here, we're currently experiencing a heat wave. Though it has rained the last 3 days, so helping us out. Ooh, pretty much. Getting through it at least. COVID's been a real pain. But life goes on. Do 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 do. Oh, talk nobody, talk nobody, talk nobody. Ooh, ooh, eh. Do do do, do do do. Do 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 do. Ooh. Ah, crud. I forgot this. forgot this part. And let's help him. I think this is usually where I lose most of my military force. Well.
Aye, closing on the enemy.
Where's
The
the
time's come, lads.
Or
For the king!
a voice. The voice. Some whatnot for this character. Let's get in there. In the region, the craftsmen of the Gwaith e Meriden, the people of the jewel smiths, surpassed in cunning all that have ever wrought, save only Fëanor himself, for the rings of power in the third age. Oh, damn. That's cold. Very, very cold.
Cursed be he who has lasted the enemy. Now, shout your hate, and be about your work!
Let's get this battle underway. Not really going to do much for battle setup. It's not too dangerous.
Archers! Archers!
We got Doorstep scouts. I'm just gonna use. Yeah, well, these are just missile troops. We're gonna take care of them pretty easily. Though they do have the advantage of the high ground. So we are going to try and take their advantage away. And I'm gonna try and get some archers up here.
How long do we have to wait? Forward! Cavalry!
We're gonna have our calves try and sneak behind. Do the sneak. We're gonna sneak behind. We're gonna sneak behind. We're gonna sneak behind you, dumb orc. You ain't gonna know what hit you, but it's gonna be me. I'm gonna hit you with my horse. My horse is amazing. I'm gonna hit you with my horse. My horse, my horse, my horse, my horse. Here's the Dumbledore scouts. They're actually not too bad. You know what? Let's just storm in. We're gonna just charge our calves straight in. We got our ally closing in with their army. That's actually gonna be this is all we're gonna need for this fight. Like, they have Cav, they got Bjorning warriors. Like, look at these guys. They mean fucking damn. They mean business. The pointy sticks that fear everyone. Yeah, you don't want to get poked. These guys are pretty dangerous for a faction. They actually got quite a bit of jabbies. Oh, and here we have my Cav just duking it out with some Snaga. And Door Scouts. Sorry, we missed the charge, but that's not gonna stop us from just charging into this. Oh, and looks like I have my archivist. This might be bad.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Just walking on it. Ow. Javies. Javelins. Not something you like getting hit by. Ooh, here's the general. I'm actually going to try and pull my Cav out of this fight. I'm gonna try and pull them out so my ally can actually charge in. Which looks like he is right. Looks like he is about to engage. That is just
Good tidings! The enemy general lies dead.
Oh.
We have sent the car to hell.
Bjornings into the Door General. Oh. Oh. Jeez. I did not see the artillery. Where actually is that? Oh, cool. Ballistas. Wow. Here's probably the biggest engagement of this fight. The Bjornings just tearing apart skeletons. Yeah, they're they are not surviving. Like, you hear my cat fighting in the distance.
The battle is very much in our favor. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Like, this is just a slaughter. It's a general right here. Big old fire. Just
Look how our
down.
cowardly foe runs.
Oh,
It is time to press the attack.
I would not want to be those poor
Be in awe
goblins.
of the victory we have won here today.
Yeah, wasn't too worried about losing this fight. The Bjornings or Anduin are usually pretty good at taking care of business. Taking care of business every day. Pretty good imagery right there. Anyway, folks, I think I'm gonna end the video here. If you liked it or have any comments on what you think, leave them down in the comments section, and subscribe if you want to see where my campaign goes. Who's and whatnot. If you like the content, subscribe. Dragon Slayer out. Bye bye.